View the article at http://citywire.co.uk/money/article/A10886770 and former Carillion bosses to give explosive testimony to MPs and try to pin blame on Qataris. The Sunday Times. Investors poured their cash into global stock markets at a record rate in January, a sign of exuberance that has raised fears that last week's wobble on Wall Street could be the start of a bigger sell-off. The Daily Telegraph. Zafar Khan, Carillion's former finance chief, is preparing to give explosive testimony to MPs on Tuesday, shining a light on how spiraling debts and missed payments by its clients took down the company. Mail on Sunday. Property mogul Vincent Chenguez has lost control of a string of Hilton hotels after the investment vehicles that own them fell into administration with £250 million of debt. The Sunday Telegraph. The Bank of England is expected to hold interest rates this week, but savings rates and the costs of mortgages could rise anyway as a cheap source of bank funding is cut off. The Sunday Times. A savage sell-off of cryptocurrencies has wiped out more than £280 billion of paper profits in just 4 weeks, leading to warnings of further investor pain. Mail on Sunday. Britain's biggest government contractors have lost billions of pounds in value since the summer amid increasing concerns about their financial stability. The Sunday Telegraph. Sachem Head, an activist hedge fund, is pushing for an aggressive breakup of Whitbread, which would leave the company loaded with debt, with scores of its properties sold off and the proceeds returned to shareholders in a move reminiscent of the private equity deal boom that preceded the financial crisis. The Observer. Contractors hit by the collapse of Carillion will be able to apply for government-backed loans from high street lenders as part of a £100 million support package. The Sunday Times. Royal London Asset Management, a leading Capita shareholder, has attacked the embattled outsourcing giant for flouting corporate governance rules, and claimed its current crisis was preventable. Mail on Sunday. Department store John Lewis has clashed with fashion brands it has hit with a charge for each item sold on its website, and slapped on another fee if the item is later returned by shoppers. The Sunday Telegraph. Short sellers are ramping up their bets against struggling defense outsourcer Babcock amid concerns of a funding black hole and shares in other government contractors collapsing. The Sunday Telegraph. New Look is expected to unveil a widening of losses alongside plunging Christmas sales, exacerbating the chain's financial problems. The Sunday Telegraph. Sainsbury's is severing its ties with petrol station operator Eurogridges, culling a trial of stores on forecourts in a blow to the grocer's ambitions in the convenience market. The Sunday Times. Glencore is facing a $250 million £177 million hit from a looming windfall tax on cobalt, a key component of the rechargeable batteries that power electric cars. The Sunday Telegraph. Royal Dutch Shell has struck a stumbling block in its march into the European power sector over plans to pluck a Dutch utility Eneco from public ownership. The Sunday Telegraph. GKN's chances of fending off a hostile takeover bid have been dealt a blow amid concern among major customers about the company's track record of delivering on large contracts. The Sunday Times. Soho House, the private members club chain, is considering a $2 billion float to New York. The Sunday Telegraph. Comment. Ministers delude themselves over a bespoke deal as EU hardens stance. The Observer. Comment. Whoever wins the argument over wages growth will likely win the next election. The Observer. Comment. Ducking and jiving on infrastructure won't drag us into the 21st century. Read more, by Daniel Grote on February 5, 2018 at 13:20.